So you look at these images and in a moment from now, just look at how spectacular the Ram Ki Pedi Ghat looks like. And Ram Ki Pedi is where 10 lakh diyas are being lit this evening to mark the return of Ram Lalla in that Divya Bhavya Ram temple at Ayodhya. Prime Minister Narendra Modi referred to it as the end of a 500-year-long wait. And that is actually true. When Ram Bhakts, they kept waiting and praying when they didn't have access to the temple or to the Garbh Greh. They would worship around it. They would pray around it. But not for a single day did they stop coming there to pray. That is the strength of the Astha of the Sanatan Dharma followers, and how beautiful and magical these fountains look right now. Musical fountains that dance to the music of the laser show that happens there. Truly mesmerizing, these images. The water of river Saryu diverted to the Ram Ki Pedi and then once again taken back to the main course of the river. That is how the Ghats and the Ram Ki Pedi has been created to ensure that beautification, that devotees who come here. Remember, Ayodhya is Vairagya ki Nagri. And there's a significance. Why is it Vairagya ki Nagri? Lord Ram was to become the heir apparent or crowned the Yuvraj of Ayodhya, the crown prince or the heir apparent of Yuvraj. And just before that, the night before, Mata Kaikeyi asked for both the pledges that Raja Dashrath had promised her. She said, one, Lord Ram should be banished, sent to the forest for 14 years, and Bharat, her son, should be crowned king of Ayodhya. And there you see, it's just about to start. And you will see those images as thousands and thousands of devotees gather on either side of Ram Ki Pedi to watch the laser display of the Ramayana. Raja Dashrath actually wanted Lord Ram to imprison him and not honor his word. But that is why Lord Ram is known as Maryada Purushottam. He said, I will go to the forest for 14 years. This kingdom is not important for me. My father's word is most important for me. That is why Lord Ram is Maryada Purushottam. For him, his father's word meant more than the entire kingdom of Ayodhya. Mata Sita, they'd just been married for a little while, and she said, I will follow my husband to the forest. I will follow my husband to the forest. Lakshman, he said, my duty is with my brother Ram, and I will also follow him. This is Maryada, and that is why Ayodhya remained unhappy or sad for 14 long years, because even Bharat did not take that kingdom. That is Maryada. That is Ram Rajya. Because Bharat said, how can I take a kingdom that belongs to my brother? And he was very angry with his mother Kaikeyi. He actually slept on the floor lower than Lord Ram would have slept on the ground. And he put Sri Ram's Charan Padukas on the throne and said, I will only serve the throne in Lord Ram's name for 14 long years. But Ayodhya did not celebrate 14 long years. It's only when Lord Ram came back after vanquishing Ravan that Ayodhya celebrated Deepavali. But then celebrations did not last very long. But before I tell you more about that, let's dip into Ram Ki Pedi and listen in to that laser show. It's truly magical. Cut across to my colleague Paulami Saha, who joins us once again from Ram Ki Pedi. Paulami, Ayodhya talks about Virasat bhi or Vikas bhi. Virasat, where their Astha goes with their Vikas, and from the Diyas to the laser show, it actually shows both Virasat and Vikas, Paulami.
That's right. It's definitely a celebration over here today in Ayodhya. And as you can see behind me, of course, we're bringing you all of these images live. There's been, of course, Ram Bhajans in the air, reverberating for the entire day in Ayodhya. And then, of course, you can see the Deepotsav over here. So many of them, of course, just volunteering to light these diyas. And I can see some security personnel also taking this moment off. They've had a tough couple of days as well, playing, ensuring that the security here in Ayodhya is top-notch, being on duty for long hours, but taking some time off to light some diyas themselves as well, the security personnel, and of course taking some photos as well as they go along, because they do realize that this is a beautiful moment to capture on their cameras and send back home to, of course, their families as well, because this is a very auspicious day and everyone is, of course, feeling very lucky to have been here on this day, to have witnessed the Pran Pratishtha as it took place inside the Ram Mandir complex earlier this day. And then, of course, this Deepotsav, as the entire temple town has been lit up with 10 lakh diyas. And not just here, we're, of course, showing you the beautiful images from Ram Ki Pedi, but these are diyas which have been lit up across institutions here in Ayodhya. At various places that the state has said that Diya should be lit in honor of the celebration of this day. So this is almost like Lord Ram's homecoming. Today, of course, the UP government hopes that they will be breaking more records as they do every Diwali, when, of course, several lakhs of diyas are lit over here. Today, of course, they're lighting 10 lakh diyas, and they're hoping that, again, they'll be able to break some records. But yes, Diwali has come early for the people of Ayodhya and for those across the nation, of course, who were witness to this momentous occasion today earlier. Gaurav.
And that truly seems to be the case. I mean, it's looking so beautiful. There's, again, I once want to quote that line which we read as school children, Maithili Sharan Gupt saying, "Swarg se bhi aaj bhutal bad gaya, bhagya bhaskar uday giri par chad gaya." I mean, that's so beautiful. Swarg se bhi aaj bhutal bad gaya, bhagya bhaskar uday giri par chad gaya. And when you look at Ayodhya right now, when you look at Saket Nagri right now, Polami, this truly is Swarg se milne gagan ko ja rahi. Aishwarya joins us from Hanuman Garhi, and the significance of Hanuman Garhi almost as much, Aishwarya, as the Divya Bhavya Ram Mandir, because हनुमान जी की पूजा करते हैं तभी तो राम लला के दर्शन मिलते हैं. ऐश्वर्या.
Yes, Gaurav, we all know the stories of Lord Hanuman and Prabhu Shri Ram. We know that it was only after meeting Lord Ram that Hanuman ji actually realized what he was and what his powers were. And now we are seeing these diyas being lit. From what we are understanding, the state government is now looking at making a record. Ever since Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has taken over the reins of the state, year after year, on every Diwali, they make sure that they break the previous year's record. And today, for the citizens of Ayodhya, this definitely is Diwali coming in early. And it should be, because for them, today is the day, after a wait of 500 years, that they are actually seeing such a huge and a beautiful idol of Lord Ram here in the Grand Temple. We'll just show you the kind of, diyas that are being lit here. People now making sure that they are also lighting as many diyas as possible. The entire ghat, this is in fact the ghat where I'm standing, and everyone is very busy lighting these diyas. For most of the people, you also see the flag there, Gaurav. Let me show you the Bhagwa Jhanda that people have now come up with. This is also something that is synonymous with the city of Ayodhya. So you see these flags and you see these diyas and you understand what the people at the moment are feeling like. This is what Ayodhya at the moment is looking like. Gaurav.
You must also light a couple of diyas, and what is very heartening to see, Aishwarya and Polami, as I bring in Samarth and Anmol Bali into this conversation, that this is something where the future generation is also uniting with the previous generation. So this is how India's cultural heritage is taken from one generation to the other. The large number of school children you see here, including those in uniform, it just goes on to show that भारत का भविष्य जिन हाथों में है वो राममय है इस समय।